this morning. Let's not do what the Romans do. Let's not do what the Romans do. Very interesting chapter and verses. As I begin to look through the pages of it, I begin to notice how Paul is so charismatic in his writing. He's powerful in his writing, that he takes time to write. And if you study it, he's writing to the saints that be at Rome. Yes. Not the Romans themselves, because the saints were scattered about in Rome. Yes. Because they were scattered about, he tried to get them a letter to let them know how to live. Yes. But when you live among the Romans, it is difficult to live among unsaved folk. I had been invited to a game, a basketball game, my God, and I turned it down and I said, I used to go to that stuff, and it's not because I don't want to go, it's because I know the way certain folks live. And when you get yourself cleaned up in God, you just don't want to be around foolishness. It's all right to watch it on TV. It's all right to glean at it now and then. But my God, hallelujah, it's something about being with Jesus when he purifies you and you know you're on the right track. You don't want to mess that up. My God, so the Romans, they lived in positions that was almost just like we live today. Some of them live in high-class positions, and some live down on the lower class. And yet, the saints, when you're gathered all about and throughout where you live, you see certain things and you don't participate in it because you know how it dampens your spirit. These Romans, my God, they did what they want to do and how they wanted to do it. A paganistical country. They want to do the things that the Romans want to do. My God. So when I looked at this further, I can imagine how Paul had to struggle, how he had to write to them, because Paul desired to go to Rome, but he didn't go to Rome right away. God had to create a situation in the atmosphere, in other words, in the spiritual realm, to cause him to be locked up just to get in Rome. And God has a way of getting you in so you won't go in too fast and be being offended by the doctrine or the gospel of Jesus Christ. But once again, Paul is writing to them. He's trying to keep them together. It's no different than the church today. If you look at the church of our Lord, is doing the same thing that the world is doing. It's no difference that they're allowing it to come in and is rushing in like a mighty flood, and nothing about it is changing. God. So now here in Rome, Rome is so much on top of its game that Rome set aside gladiators, that people can go to the gladiators and they can see the games and watch individuals get cut and get their heads cut off and watch blood splash all over the walls, and they cheer and they shout because this is a sport to them, and they enjoy that, and they bet on their best gladiator because for the simple reason he's a superstar in their eyes, and because he's a superstar, everybody wants to take a picture with the superstar. And then they had chariot races. Because of the chariot races, they had it where some people were killed because for the simple reason the chariots were rubbed together. Men fall out of the chariots. They had the best in the world. They had the theater. 200,000 folk, my God, gather around just to see the Olympic Games, my God. And then they had this bath thing where they could take a bath, my God, even after hard day's work. The poor, the rich, the middle class could come and lay right in the pool and everybody's soaking in the same tub, my God. I thought about that thing. Some folk are just who they are. Oh my God, I don't want to do what the Romans do. My God, yet though I'm living in a society, everywhere I go, people ask me, did you vote? Did you do this? Did you do that? Well, y'all caught up in the world like the Romans, baby. I ain't caught up in the world. My God, the more I walk with Jesus, the more I find myself being abstracted from the things of the world. I find myself being more comfortable reading and searching the scriptures and looking for him and seeing the marvelous things he has done. Then they had Roman worship. The Roman worship, they worship idol gods, my God. It was a cult. In other words, they believed that the statues that they had, the back part stayed open, and they worshiped, they believed that a demon would come forth and give them the answer. But the devil don't mind giving you an answer when it's the wrong answer.
That's right.
Oh, my God. Saints, we better wake up, my God. We don't want to do what the Romans do. I want to be different from the Romans. I want to have a light on me that even when I stood in a crowd, you can tell where I am in the crowd. You can say, he has a light on him. My God, there's something about you that is different. Then they had mythology. My God, these were spirits. They just don't matter what you worship. If you got a skull, my God, you can worship it. My God, with your leather pants on. You can do what you want to do and how you want to do it. My God, and it's the same thing even in the world. It doesn't matter what you worship. The church is so caught up now, my God, and I'm going to say not God's church, but the religion of it, the aspect of what he did in birth is so caught up in mythology and all of this foolishness that they have lost focus on Jesus. Now here come Paul with his pen swiftly, and he says, and he tells them, in other words, he looked at them and said, because when you knew God, you glorified him not as God, neither were you thankful. You became vain in your imagination. In other words, now you have turned it and you think of him as being what you want him to be. Your imagination is so vain that you didn't see him as God the way that you saw him before. Israel saw him coming when they came up out of Egypt. They saw the cloud come down. They saw him being all that he needed to be to them, but they weren't being anything to him right back but a problem. Oh yeah, that's when you know that God is in control of the circumstance, because the more righteous you live, the more heartache and pain that you have. My God, and because the writer, he writes to us, he let us know, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. You become a fool to think that who you think God is, and you don't really know who he is. I know who my Jesus is. I know who holds my tomorrow. I know who holds everything in the palm of his hand. I don't have to sit around and cry and mope and wope and worry about all of this stuff. My God, I'm not living like the Romans. I'm not going to do what the Romans do. I'm separate from the world. He said, be ye separate, come from among them and touch not the unclean thing. I shall be your God and you shall be my people. You shall be my sons and my daughters. In other words, God is speaking to us to let us know, come from among that mess. Leave that stuff alone. You don't need to hook up with that. Hook up with Jesus. I dare you to hook up. I love it when we come together because the spirit is right. When the spirit is right, my God, we can do some incredible things. God can show up even in the place and begin to heal some folk if we believe that he can heal you. My God, he said, wherefore God also gave them up through uncleanness, through the lust of their own heart, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. In other words, they do foul things to themselves. God gave them over, because when God is through with you, when you're rejected, you're rejected. And when God turns his back on you, who's going to help you? The devil will be glad to take you in, because he'll make it worse than what it really seems. We better wake up, America, wake up. You worry about who the president is and who's the next governor. I don't care nothing about them, my God. I'm trying to get in this heaven, my God. There's something about walking with Jesus, and I feel this pureness. Mother, I'm telling you, I feel so clean, my God. I don't even want to get dirty with it. I lost best friends and everybody else and everything else around me and family. My God, you were never there anyway. I belong to God. I belong to him, and I'm going to tell somebody about Jesus. I feel like I want to preach this morning. My God, he said, who changed the truth of God into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator. They caught up into things, I'm telling you. They love things more than they love God. Behind closed doors, they got statues, my God, that they bow down and they believe it's a good luck charm. You better watch it. They said, sometimes, man, this thing gave me good luck for years. But the devil is a liar that's giving you good luck. My God, you ain't doing no better than what you've been doing. Look like your luck is running out. Seems to me I'm just blessed. My God, I'm walking in bits and blessings that I never walked in before. Every time I go in the Word, my God, there's another gift. Oops, I can see it. It's better for me to see it and believe it by faith, but to give it to you and to see God and just to see and know that he's God. My God, he's wonderful. He's mighty. He's the Prince of Peace. He's the everlasting Father. Who wouldn't serve a God like this? He said, for this cause gave them up up unto vile affection, for even their women did change their natural use. In other words, they start cutting themselves, cutting their hair off, changing the way they want to change. It's terrible to see a woman walk around in Timberland boots with her pants hanging down and she's a lesbian. You're trying to be a full fizzle when you know that you're a woman, but yet you're trying to be like a man. You've been trying to stand up and walk like him. My God, but your organs work different. You better take another look when you look in the mirror, because when you get with a woman, you need the same thing that God gave a man to produce. What needs to be produced, and you can't produce it. My God, you better wake up and stop acting like a lesbian and be like the woman God called you to be. God ain't make no mistake. We just want to be a mistake. Oh my God. He said, and likewise also the men leaving the natural use. Women burned in their lust when one towards another. It's a shame that the men gotta go out like that. In other words, they're growing their nails long and they're painting them. My God, they're transgender, they're changing their sex drive. And how can you be a man? You talking about God has made a mistake in the womb. You still have a choice. God knows what he's doing. You want to be in because you said the devil whispered in your ear and told you that you was. And so you grasped it. But ain't no more men no more. My God. Everybody walking around looking at the same door with the Romans do, mother. My God, they got on the same, with the same beard and the same tight clothes. My God, there's something wrong with that, and you think they're going to talk deep. When they open their mouth, they sound high pitch. My God, you need to change your natural affection and realize that you're a man, that God made a man. And sit your faggot self down somewhere. I don't need you switching around me, my God. My God, that homosexuality, you need to change your idea of who you are and let God be God in your life. My God, I feel the heat blazing off this thing. He said, even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind. When God gives you over to a reprobate mind, that's why they so crossed up. And let me tell you something, when he gives you over to a reprobate, you're done. Ain't nothing else you can do. God don't want to have no more dealings with you. Go ahead and do what you want to do. That's why I say God knows my heart. They keep doing what they're doing. God then gave you over to a reprobate. In other words, you just confused. You don't know what you are and what you're going to do. But if you ever let Jesus get a hold of your life, my God, he can do some stuff in you that's never been done before. Let him kill that sissified spirit. And society wants us to accept it. No, I don't accept it. Y'all can do what you want to do, but I ain't accepting it. I hope when this hit the YouTube, they can see it. Call me up for a meeting, I'll tell you, it's an abomination unto the Lord, and he's not satisfied with it. My God, I'll just go to 30. He said, backbiters, hateable God. You got individuals hating God. They despise him for who he is. How can you not love what's loving you? The more he loves you, the more you hate him. You talk about him and talk behind his back. You need to open up your mouth and realize this God is real. I can name some stuff that God has done for me when I was in trouble. God pulled me out of. And I know it was nobody but God. I got to lift up my hands and say, Jesus, you're awesome. You're wonderful. You're powerful. I'm glad that you was there, my God, not involved in the arm of the flesh. He said, who know in judgment of God that they which commit such things are worthy of death. They know they're worthy of death. That's why they ain't trying to fear it. In other words, they figure the further they get away from the word of God, they don't have to listen to it, so they don't have to be held accountable. But I don't care where you run. You can turn into a flea, baby, and you can go into the corner. The word will still search you and find you where you are. There ain't be one individual that won't stand before his judgment and won't escape his judgment. The devil is a liar. The world is so crazy now. Everybody want to live like they want to live, but you go ahead on and live, baby. I'm going to live, but I'm going to be a light that's sitting on top of a hill that cannot be hid. I'm not doing what the Romans do. Romans are crazy. They live foul in the sight of the Lord.
Yes, they do.
We got a church society and living among folk that are living like they want to live. We can't live like we want to live. We're saints. I'm not trying to look like the world. I want to see when I walk in, they know something different about me. Say, he ain't playing.
That's right.
They got out of control. See, that's why they get the Romans 10:9-10 from confessing with your mouth. See, but they got it all mixed up. It was for the saints that be it wrong. Because listen, a backslider can come back and confess it. He can come back and confess it. That's why he can get his soul straight. But a son got to repent. We need to be baptized in Jesus' name. Filled with the Holy Ghost with the evidence of speaking in tongues. I don't care who you are, you need it if you want to make heaven your home.